Going on, guys? EC here, and today we're going to be talking about could Atari acquire Arcade1Up. But before we get into that, I want to give a shout out to James Hates Everything, who's a YouTuber who came up with this topic, saw this topic, made a video about this topic, and has inspired this video. So if you want to check out his video is linked in the description, guys. Go check him out. Try and get him to 100 subscribers by Christmas. But now with that out of the way, let's get into the video. So it's no secret that Atari's been on an acquisition spree this last year. They've been buying up tons of different companies, whether it be a game library. They've bought up studios. They've brought up, obviously, companies that make gaming technology, gaming hardware. But one of the more controversial companies, obviously, that could be potentially acquired by Atari sometime is Arcade1Up. Arcade1Up, for those that know, is an arcade manufacturing company who makes replica cabinets of retro arcade games. Now, why could Atari pick this up, and why would it be relevant to them? Now, Atari is focused on trying to bring retro games back to the masses and make products for retro gamers and monetizing retro games, right? Very simple stuff, very simple idea. However, with a company like Arcade1Up in their portfolio, this becomes even easier. Atari has quite a large game library spanning over about 500 titles, including games like Pong, Breakout, Missile Command, Bubsy, Demolition. And there's quite a few games they could put on such a cabinet. Now, the cabinets would obviously have to use emulation technology, and obviously the ROMs would obviously be spread across a various number of different systems. But I do think that getting My Arcade would be able to add a bit of value to Atari as a long haul, especially as they're trying to monetize retro games. And these, $200, $300, $400, $500 cabinets do appeal to some people who can't afford to have the real things. Or in some stores, they need an arcade cabinet to obviously keep people engaged, or the same with pubs and bars and all that sort of stuff. Now, what's the issue here? Well, the issue is Arcade1Up obviously has a lot of debt. Arcade1Up may not even be for sale currently. I've not seen anything that was suggesting Arcade1Up for sale. And also, would Atari actually want to buy Arcade1Up? Now, as someone who's an investor in Atari, I wouldn't mind this deal. I think this deal would be beneficial to both parties in some ways, and also you got factoring in for a company like Arcade1Up, it'd be beneficial to have a company who has a game library to actually own them, so they don't have to license all these games from other companies. They can just use their parent company's game library, and I think that's what people need to understand with these hardware-based companies. But will this happen? Now, personally, I don't really see it happening anytime soon. But I didn't see the Play Margie deal happening. I didn't see the Night Dive Studios deal happening. I didn't see the Digital Eclipse deal happening. I didn't see a lot of deals that come out that happened this year happening. I don't think anyone did. So, besides Atari Age, obviously. But yeah, I do feel like this could obviously be quite an interesting dynamic. However, I will also say, there's also a little bit of a blood in the water when it comes to this sort of stuff. Because, for those that don't know, Arcade1Up is a company that was competing with a company called iArcade. iArcade was known for basically doing the same thing as Arcade1Up, and iArcade went bankrupt early this year. Now, I don't know if they're still around or what's going on with them. I can't really find much about them, but from what I've seen, they're gone. They're gone. They're just not making systems anymore. They just closed up shop. Now, will Arcade1Up do the same thing? I don't know, but let's just hope not. Let's hope not. Let's hope Arcade1Up sticks around and we continue to see Arcade1Up make new cabinets. But yeah, guys, let me know what you think about this in the comments down below. Like I said, check out James's channel down in the description as well. His link is there. And I also have a podcast on Spotify now, guys. Yes, Spotify podcast. You can check out the newest episode of that podcast. Linked below about the Evercade Atari cartridges. So if you want to check that out as well, that's also linked below alongside James's video. Anyway, guys, I've been EC. Make sure you subscribe, like, share, comment, and notifications. And I'll see you next one. Peace.